Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. It's been a little while, but we are back with some more Chaos Zero Nightmare content. Today, we're looking at a new character who is truly a healer in the disguise of a DPS, Narja. She completely redefines the roles of healer, support, and secondary DPS. Let's stop the yapping and dive right into the video. As I said, Narja is a character who redefines what a support must do. She is an instinct attribute, defense scaling controller who introduces two brand new mechanics to the game, Voracity and Predation. Voracity provides both healing and damage. Effect: when hitting an enemy with an attack card, you get a 40% fixed heal. If your health is equal to or greater than 50%, it also boosts the damage of your attack cards by 30%. Predation: while in a Voracity state, your attack cards gain a massive 80% damage boost. Before we dive into her cards, I'll answer the big question. Is she a must-pull? Honestly, no. However, she overpowers almost every support except for Veronica. If you aren't picking her up now, but want her later, save your standard pulls, as she will enter the standard pool after her banner ends. As usual, let's remove those basic attacks and blast them. Shackles of Hunger, these will be the Epiphany variants. The best Epiphany for healing will be this one, as it is a direct improvement on the base variant and gives a great amount of Voracity. This effectively determines your healing and damage. A close second will be this one for damage. When you have high enough stacks, you can reduce up to 5 Voracity to boost the next attack card considerably, 40% per stack removed. So if 5 stacks are removed, it gives a whopping 200% damage boost on the next attack card. On top of that, this also gives 3 Predation if 5 Voracity are reduced, which further boosts the damage of the attack. The next option is this version, which returns to your hand for every 3 Voracity used and grants 1 Voracity each time it returns. Along with the 0 cost, this one is a good spam card. The next option is this variant, which deals a ton of damage along with some of her own boost cards. The final option will be this one, which is also good but comparatively worse. You can gain a considerable amount of shield by decreasing the Voracity stacks. Bottomless Hunger. This can be considered one of her main support cards. These are the Epiphany variants, and this depends on your team. The most useful one will be this card, as it has the ability to reduce a random card in your hand by 1, and also gives 3 Voracity stacks. A close second will be this one, the defense-based damage boost, which goes crazy when pairing with defense scalers. Next is this card, which gives 7 Voracity and adds extra damage for Mealtime. Then we have this one that can reduce 2 random cards by 1 for 1 turn. The final one will be her upgrade variant, which has a great effect, but sadly, almost everyone can be played efficiently without this card. However, if you play her with someone like Beryl, who has a retain function and a high cost, this one will be amazing. Voluntary Control. These are the Epiphany versions. The best one here is difficult to assess as it has so many uses. Both of the unique tag variants will be amazing for someone like Maelin or Chizuru, depending on whether you want to focus on Narja herself or others. If it is for herself, then this one will be better, as it gives you a good amount of Voracity when you are low and Predation to boost damage on a higher Predation count. Next will be this one, which grants Voracity each time the action count decreases. The last will be this card, which draws Mealtime and, when it is in the graveyard, gives you 3 morale. Domain of Voracity. This is her main damage-dealing card. These are the Epiphany variants. This one will be the best when you're pairing her with Serenial, as it makes it easy to melt those tenacity bars. Not that she needs it. Now, considering it again, this one might be a better option. It deals AoE damage along with a defense-based damage boost for 2 turns. Yup, this one will be much better. Think about this. The next one will be this 3-cost variant, which deals a huge chunk of damage next to her signature card. Following that will be these 2, as she has heals on her passive, These cards will mostly be the least desirable. As for the upgrade variant, you might only choose it for deck building other characters, as the unique tags prevent it from appearing in card replication. Mealtime, the signature card of Narja. Yeah, the cost may seem a bit much at first, but you might never actually see that cost, as every time the Voracity decreases, this card's cost also decreases. Ego Skill and Partners. Her Ego Skill grants 10 Voracity immediately and deals a chunk of defense-based AoE damage. It also grants 5 Predation if Mealtime is in the graveyard, so I recommend using it only after confirming Mealtime is in the graveyard. Partners. Best in slot, undeniably Gaya. She was made with one combatant in mind, and that was Narja. Her passive boosts defense and defense-based damage for instant cards. When specifically using a unique attack card for the first time with an original cost of 6, she grants a damage buff to all allies for the rest of the fight. Her active skill draws an attack card while dealing damage. Battle Pass option. Nyx would be a good option. She has a passive that boosts HP and healing, and also boosts team damage upon drawing for the first time per turn. Her active skill discards up to 3 cards and draws 1 for each. Free-to-play option. Alyssa, which is really the best option next to her dedicated partner. Her passive also boosts defense, and her active skill grants morale for 1 turn. Final verdict. Best in slot is Gaya, Alyssa for F2P, and Nyx for Battle Pass users. Team comps and build. Narja works well with any team comp. She just replaces Mika most effectively. Instead of AP gain, she focuses more on card cost reduction, effectively working with more characters than Mika could. Characters that benefit greatly from Narja are basic attack users like Chizuru and Maelin a bit more than Chizuru, and defensive damage scalers like Kalip, Magna, Maribel, and Amir. Memory Fragment sets go with the Judgment's Flame set along with a defense set or crit damage. Alternatively, go with a 2-set combo of HP, defense, and basic. Sub-stats priority. Defense crit rate / crit damage, defense percentage. Chaos save data, equipment. The best equipment will be from the Swamp of Judgment or Order area, but she is really amazing with any equipment. Weapon, Branch of Eternity, Branch of the Sacred Tree, or Evil Tree. Armor, Shell of Aberration, Fairy King's Crown, Fragment of the Empty Void. Accessory, Verdant Shackles, Verdant Day. Banners and final thoughts. If you're troubled deciding whether to pull for Narja or her partner, it is an easy one. Go with Narja, as Gaya is only good if you have Narja. As for whether you should pull for Gaya, she is very unique to Narja, so I would recommend buying her from the partner store instead of pulling. Final thoughts. She is a really great character, but still not a must-pull, as she enters the standard pool later. However, I would still recommend her if you aren't targeting other tease characters. That is all for the video. Thank you for watching until the end. If you like the content, do consider dropping a like and a sub if possible, as it would be highly motivating for me. Thank you. See you guys soon.